Hey, my name is Justin Case, and I think I just got a package from Helium Deploy. This should be my rover tarantula, so I got to get this installed in my car, and hopefully in a few weeks I'll let you know how it's doing. But what I really wanted to talk to you today about was some different DePIN projects, particularly one that I've been with for a while that is Geodnet, and another one which sort of has a relationship with them that I've been wanting to do for a while and just haven't decided to get into it this year, and that is Wingbits. So let's talk about them. So if you go to my mining portfolio, and I'll put the link in the description below, you'll see that I do very well with Geodnet. I make about $5.55 a day based off the current value of the token, and yeah, that's really good. I mean, as it shows in a month, that's $166. That means about 5 6 months. It basically pays for itself. That is assuming that you're buying the current mobile CM triple band GNSS base station. And by the way, if you use my coupon just in case, either from highfix.ai or even Helium Deploy, you will get 10% off. So just something to think about. But for those of you who are not familiar with Geodnet, it is the world's largest RTK network. As it explains here, real-time kinematics enables a 100% improvement in positioning accuracy as compared to standalone GPS. And basically, that's what they do for a number of industries. For example, if you are trying to survey some land and want to know exactly where the ends of that land are, real-time kinematics definitely can help. I had to recently get some land surveyed, and yeah, it's useful. Now, in order to do this, they need, of course, to triangulate those locations, and they do that using satellites. And then from that satellite, they hit your antennas. So as we just pointed out, here is one of those base stations, and there's the antenna right here at the top. And by using three of them, they can, of course, triangulate a position up to, I believe, 2 centimeters of accuracy, which is pretty nice. Now, if you're interested in getting in on this, sure, this is the standard setup. And one of the things with the standard setup that you have to consider is that the main part, I'll call it here, this is the base station. This has to be connected via Wi-Fi. This has to be probably put outside of your house and still somewhere where the weather isn't going to get to it. So I have mine under an awning in a box, and it's plugged in outside, outdoors. Doesn't use a lot of power, but the big thing is it does need to be connected to an antenna that's as high up on your roof as possible. So this is what the antenna looks like, and it is connected via that cable right there. Now that cable is about 9 meters. So with the 9 meter cable, quite frankly, I couldn't get to the top of my roof. I ended up having to go about halfway, which is not great, but it was, best I could do. Now, why does this matter? Well, in order to make sure that you can hit all the satellites, it needs to be as high up on your roof as possible, not obstructed by things at, I believe, about a 9 to 10 degree angle or above a 9 to 10 degree angle position around your roof. And unfortunately, I live around mountains, and some of them do cause a slight bit of obstruction. So if you look on, for example, the map for GeoNet, you'll see how things are currently set up. Usually they're done via hexes, and if you are the only base station in a hex, you will get the maximum rewards based on as well the quality of your connection. So what I mean by that, and I'm going to zoom into one. So here's one that is in its own hex. As you can see, it says, ooh, it's only getting 64.89 in rolling rewards, although it does look like it's doing pretty well now. Here's a drop here where it went offline and had a reward rate of 90%. And so what it's saying is on average, because it must drop a lot, it's getting a 64.89%. So your rewards are, well, given to you daily, but it does look at how long you've been online and how many satellites you're able to connect to. Like it says here, there are 39 satellites, and this is effectively connecting to all 39 of them, but that is not always true. If we look at some of these others, here, I'm just going to look at this one right here. Oh, better reward, better rolling reward rate, 97.76%. And it is hitting the effective satellite, so that's not a great example. But you can see here it took a big drop. So basically, you get rewarded 24 tokens of Geode token daily, and it's based off of this this connection. So if your connection goes down, as you can see, that reward rate at that point went down to 13. And let's say the average is like 97%, you're going to take that 24 and use that average to figure out what you're going to actually end up with. I hit about 96, so that's instead of 24 tokens, that is like 23.2. So that's my average, but I do pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with it. If you're interested in knowing more details about this, because there are some other things to consider with Geodnet, such as the fact that there are places called super hexes where you can earn more. Here's an example here. When I'm zoom in, you can see, sorry, I keep trying to zoom in and close up this little box there. All of these places are super hexes. Super hexes last for about a year, and then they're gone. If you're the first person in a hex, you get the maximum rewards. The rewards have been up to 12 and 14x, but I guess there are just a few places left and they're offering 4x. When you're the second or third, you get less, just like if you are in a hex and someone else is in that hex as well. Trying to find an example here. Here, we'll go to this 2. Nope. That's kind of a bad example, but point being is, here I'll go to the hex reward rules, and I will put the link into the description below. But if this is an example of what happens to you, if you are the first one in, that means you're the NFT miner, you get 100% rewards. If there's others, well, they get less. It gets divided amongst them. I'm not going to go into the whole details of it. You can check it out here. Now, I got interested in this recently because I happened to be on Helium Deploy, and I saw that they had these 2 new devices, Wingbits WB200 and Wingbits MGW310. Now, the MGW310 was the one that was very interesting to me. As you can see, it's $9.95, and you get $50 off if you use Just In Case 2 to purchase it. It's not available, though. I mean, you can pre-order it right now. Ships, I believe it said, at the beginning of this year, so hopefully in the next month or two. But it is good to mine both Wingbits and Geodnet tokens, so it can be used to connect for both. So if any of you are looking to do this, I think that's a great opportunity there. Now, we haven't talked about Wingbits yet, but when I saw this, I then looked at the Wingbits WB200. That was going for now $3.95. It's on sale. And if you use Just In Case, again, as your coupon, you get 10% off. You can also do this, by the way, through HiFix. I believe HiFix, I'm sorry, I assume it's HiFix, HYFIX. But I believe they also sell these same things. I'll have to scroll through it, but it does give you, again, 10% off there. Now, Wingbits was interesting to me because, as it states on their website, join us by creating a free account and playing a key role in shaping the comprehensive global flight tracking ecosystem. Now, I got a lot of planes that fly over me all the time, and I said, hey, I gotta make use of something like this. But unfortunately, when I first read about Wingbits and got all their information, there were no distribution partners with them. In other words, if you wanted to be involved, you actually had to build the product to allow you to connect. There was nothing for sale. Like I said, it's going to be available in the next couple months, but there was nothing at this time for sale. So you have to make it yourself. And I like making things out of Raspberry Pis and 3D printing stuff, but just didn't want to do it. Anyway, if you're looking to get involved, it's a little bit different when it comes to Wingbits. So here's their dashboard, for example, and if you go in there and you look at where their antennas are currently located, you can see that many places are already taken. And when it comes to Wingbits, they don't want more than one of their base stations in a hex. So you have to basically sign up and get that hex. Now, I noticed when I was looking, some of these, it says a station has not been active in 7 days. And I said, well, wait, what does that mean? Because here's one that's been active for 7 days and it's earning 582 wings, although that's on testnet. They are not live yet. What I came to realize is a lot of people have set it up but not even claimed it. So you need to go in and verify, even if it looks like your place is taken, that it's actually taken. And you can do that by going in and registering a station. So you'll go in, you'll register a station. If you register it, it'll lock it in for 6 hours. Well, it gives you the time to buy a Wingbits approved device from one of their distributors. And then once you do, you'll get a little code sent you in the mail via email, and it'll extend the reservation to 6 months for free. So that way, within 6 months, you'll get the piece of equipment and be able to set it up. So I did this already, as you can see. I went through the process, and this was, I think, a couple weeks ago, and that's why it's not reserved anymore. It's unclaimed, and the status is offline, and there's no information there. But in order to extend the reservation, again, you have to order the product. They'll send you the code, which I do have, and then you'll extend the reservation. So I'm going to go in, select the station that I created, extend it by 6 months. I'm going to agree to all the terms and then click proceed. And that's pretty much all you need to do. Once you've done that, it's going to open up. It's going to have you check out. And if you notice in this process, it's going to ask you to add the code. So I have the code here. I'm going to go in, copy that, bring it back, paste it in, apply it, and that brings the price down to 0. Yay. Now I'm just going to complete my order. And that's it. Should be good to go now. So once it's good to go, it brings us back, and now I am reserved for 172 days. So I just wanted to show you the process of that. It's a fairly easy process, and yeah, now I'm locked in. So no one can take my hex and mess with it but me. All right. Well, hey, I just wanted to show you all of that. I hope it was helpful to you. Again, if you're interested in purchasing, you can either purchase from HiFix or purchase from Helium Deploy. I'll put the links in the description below, both for Geodnet as well as Wingbits. So I'm really excited about Wingbits. I'm a little confused. I've looked at their tokenomics, so I'm not 100% sure how well they're doing. But here's the thing. Once they go live, my understanding, looking at their rewards, is that they will give you base rewards 2.4 wing tokens proportionally between all stations covering a hexagon. So, yeah, 2.4, which doesn't seem like much. But right now, we are still in testnet, and during testnet seems to be much higher because when we looked, for example, at some of these locations, they were way more than 2.4 a day. I mean, here, we'll look at, again, let's see that one. There we go. That's 582.09. So, like many projects, it seems to me, you join early, you get the maximum rewards, and when they go live from testnet to mainnet, you can cash in on that. I'm not telling you to cash in right away, but definitely, it's good to reap the benefit of coming in early. Either early means, again, testnet rewards, or sometimes it means airdrops. Either way, it's a great opportunity. Okay, I hope this was interesting to you. If you want to see more content like this, please do feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. This is Just In Case, and I hope you have a great day.